I can repeat that.
Yeah. You look really nice. I'll give you candy and I'll be nice. Huh?
I wasn't so sure if she'd be okay with coming across here.
Well, you look nice. Yes, you are. I see that. You're a pretty one too. Here, you like my Chucky dolls? My grandkids love them. Here, get two for your little brother, get two for your mom, and two for you.
Thank you.
Hi, give me 5. Yeah.
Speaking his language. Oh, Knuckles.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Knuckles.
there we go.
There we go, Knuckles.
Have to complete it.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's my Chucky. Yeah, I got 2 Chuckies. My grandkids, they come over, they all go watch TV with them. My kids are thrilled. Bye.
What did he do?
You want me to put my mask on? You want me to put it on?
What did you do?
I put it on.
Wanted to put it on?
I'll be nice though. Okay. You gotta say goodbye as you leave. Okay.
Is that silly?
Bye bye. Now he's like, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Okay, give me 5. You have a good night, okay?
Okay.
And be safe.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Mom, I'm trying to go to Mommy.
Hey guys, is that awesome or what? All right, man. We got Michael Hurtneck in, Milsert Duo, uh, Dale Polk. Dale, I still haven't got your a text from you, brother. Um, Ragnar Adventures, Colt 1927. Good to see y'all. So I thought, the other night I was sitting there telling my wife I love my Chucky dolls. I got the Chucky and the Chucky Bride, and the grandkids love them, and I love to scare the little kids. And so I told her, well, why not just set up and just have fun, right? And so I got my Chucky mask, and it's actually a pretty big improvement, if I must say so myself. And Chucky's got a much better head of hair than me, so this was the plan, to sit back here for the night. Uh, I thought we would film this so my grandkids can see this. So they're going to be out trick or treating here shortly. But when they get done, they can watch this. So uh, that little girl, she's cute. She's a cute little witch. A pretty one too. I like the purple. So I can kind of see the. Let me put my glasses on. So I can kind of see the. Let me put my glasses on. There we go. So this is where I'm going to be for the next little while. We got the awesome Warsaw Patriot and the beautiful. Don't we don't get a lot. We don't get a lot of trick or treaters. After this year, we probably won't get any. And Warsaw Patriot, I'm glad you stopped by, and I miss you. I haven't seen you for a while. And then we got Teddy's Gun Shop. Good to see you, buddy. You're sick. Sorry to hear that. I hope you get better there, Warsaw. Oh boy, you're on 4.5 acres, so you don't get any. The nice thing about living on acres like that though, if you got to bury them, you got a lot of room. You got to admit that. A lot of room to bury the corpses. You know. My screen keeps shutting off here, so I'll set it for the full 10 minutes. Hey, tell me what movie it is there, Warsaw. There we go. So this is where I'm going to be for the next little while. Uh, so I got a couple candles behind me, and I got my chainsaw. It's not running really good though. I took the chain off. Standard procedure for scaring kids. And so I'm ready to rip it, but I don't know if I'll really use it that much tonight. I don't want to scare little kids too bad. Now teenagers, I might put the chain back on. Because they could use a good chain. Um, yeah, Colt 1927, no kids stop tonight, basically a retirement neighborhood. Well, that means there's a lot of card playing going on over there. We'll be by to visit you, buddy. Kevin Hutter says, I haven't been sick for a long time. I've been working late night, so the crud finally got me. Keeping ahead of it, though. Good. Get better, buddy. Tactical Fudge in the house. Okay, hang on. I gotta see if we got any coming here. I go through all this effort. There's no kids walking around. Man. So, one thing I'm going to do, got the keys to my Super Duty. When the people are leaving, I'm going to do this. Scare them with my horn. Michael Dunn's in the house. Man, we got quite a few on tonight. 19 right now. Let's see, Michael Dunn. You guys are so awesome. Al Shoot took our grandkids to trunk or treat his school on Friday night. It was a nice turnout. That's awesome. That's me doing the hearts. Here's the laugh. Come on. Al Al Shoot says it's not like when we were kids out for so long getting as much candy as we could. Yeah, when I was a kid, man, we went out as late as we could, always out there getting that candy as much as you could, and then you go home and go through it and see who had the most, and sometimes you go back out for more. Okay, Dale, I got your post. Now that I think about it, I think I did get your text, and I apologize. I apologize. I think I did get your text. Yeah, I did. I did get your text. I had so many that I overlooked it, and I apologize. My bad. Oh, skates would kill it totally. Totally. I remember we used to have kids in the neighborhood that would run around with skates. Yes, Highboy. Chocolate was always our favorite and far between. That's why we give chocolate. Plus, if there's some left over, we have to eat it. Oh, I'll have time, bud. I will. Guys, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I have no idea. We knew going into this that we might not get very many, so we'll see. Oh man, I remember those plastic masks, and I hated those. Yeah, they never lasted the night. They'd have those little rubber bands, and they were like stapled on, and they weren't plastic masks. They were just a bad idea. I remember those all too well. I forgot all about those. Come on. Where's the kid when you want to scare one? I like the way Dale thinks too. So, who is reloading this week? What do you got working on? What I'm working on right now is uh, last night before bed, I put some more 45 auto cases in my dry tumbler and turned them on, and I left them run all night and all day. They almost ran 24 hours, and man, those cases look good. So I shut them off, and I probably won't swap them out tonight. Once I'm done here, I'm not going to want to mess around in the garage much. But So for me this week, I'm pretty much concentrating on processing my 45 auto cases. And I'd say here in the next couple weeks, I'm going to light my Dillon 650 up, and I'm going to just start punching out a lot of 45 ACP, some nice 230 grain round nose. That's what I'm working on. The plastic man. We got customers.
Walk up to him and say trick or treat. It's one of the dolls. Go say trick or treat to the dolls.
Yeah.
Trick or treat.
Oh, here you go.
Oh.
I couldn't even scare him. I couldn't scare you, could I?
I'm not gonna lie, the woman that came just a little bit ago, she's like, I don't know if you want to go down there or not. And I'm like, if this guy is out here dressed up and trying to, show some spirit, of course we're gonna come out.
You look scary.
Want me to take my mask off? I'll take my mask off.
Does that look? It
I
looks.
probably look better with it on, really.
It looks creepy.
It does.
It
huh?
looks like you were like real.
You need some ominous music,
Yeah.
especially as it gets darker.
Well, I'm live streaming to the world.
Oh, okay.
Just like
like-
grandkids.
You have Halloween dolls. I'm Are these your children and are you real?
I remember when we were kids, this neighborhood would have been packed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's been
Yeah.
since
It's
trunk or
different.
Trunk or treat is just taking over
That's
everything.
what-
I'm there for Halloween.
And it's, you gotta have the kids experience actually, walking up and down the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can
Actually
you
get to
please
meet people.
put that on your mask?
Okay, I will. I will. Yeah.
No, that's scary.
I look
That's
better,
scary.
huh?
That's scary.
Oh, do you have your phone on you?
That's
Do you guys want a
scary.
picture with
Turn,
Chucky?
turn around so I can take a picture. Go sit, stand. Go stand in front of him.
Okay, ready?
That's
Look.
scary.
Smile. Paisley,
Look at the camera.
look at me. What's funny is I got.
You wanted to
Now look at the Chuckies in the background.
I love it.
Perfect.
I love it. That's awesome.
That scared
Hey, you
me.
all have a good night, okay?
Thank
We're
you.
going
too.
trick or
And
treating.
thank you.
You're
Nobody
welcome.
does this anymore.
I hope.
Remember I got chased by Satan one year as a child?
Have a good night.
Thank you too.
Are there any more coming?
I've honestly only seen 3 people.
Oh, it might pick up once it gets dark.
Yeah, probably. I'm hoping. But then you'll have the older kids. You can really mess with.
Once it gets dark, we'll see ya. Bye-bye. Uh, you know what? Those little girls are so adorable. Was that funny? They didn't know if I was real.
I love it. So I'm just sitting in there watching it all.
That's awesome. Are you at your desk?
Yeah.
You gonna say hi?
Where are they?
Right here, right here.
Happy Halloween, wherever you are. I'm having fun inside where it's nice and warm. And the voice is going to be on pretty soon, too.
Well, you enjoy that. What are you? You're in the office?
This is great, though.
Well, you can put your phone on.
I can. And
Yeah. Michael Dunn says hi. Tactical Thud says the kids need treatment now. Yes, they do. Yeah, that's cool. They want to take a picture. I'm famous. And I think they were surprised when I said I'm live streaming live to the world. They didn't seem to mind though. Oh, Miss Highboy. Oh no, he took his mask off. Now they're really scared. Oh man, Bobby Barlow is in the house. Too bad you don't have a shirt and pants like Chucky. Yeah, I need that, huh? Then I had to do that next year. That's a good idea, Bobby. Maybe I can just build onto this every year. It's good to see you. Oh wow, there's so many people on. Wow, wow. MacMan reloading. My wife, she is so awesome. She's so beautiful. So guys, I gotta tell you this. I was struggling with doing this. You guys know I've got a Bible study. We don't get into the Halloween, but I love to scare the grandkids, you know. And so I had Bobby Barlow called at me and I said, is it wrong if I just want to scare a few kids? And he's like, no, it's all about the kids. I said, is it wrong if I live stream it? He said, no. So tonight after I talked to him, I decided what the heck, start it up. So Here I am, right? Wow, we have 18 on. That's amazing. We have Anthony Z, YB Normal. Hey, Power Hunter. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. So, you know, the only lever actions that I own are like uh, chambered for 30-30, and I have one that's you know 22 long rifle. It's a Winchester. It's a pretty sweet rifle. You girls take care of your mom and dad. So I saw someone mention something about wanting a Rossi. They're lever actions. They lever actions. They don't ever go out of style. You know they don't. Um, I don't care how far the world evolves. Um, lever actions, guys like mechanical. You know, with an AR platform, whatever you want to produce out of that, guys still like metal. They like mechanical. They like that movement of it. The lever action will never die. And the funny thing about it is, it's not a long range rifle by any stretch of the imagination. The majority of the bullets that you put through a lever action rifle are spent past their energy level at really not too far of a distance. It's really an impractical rifle for um, a lot of hunting applications, but it's the perfect rifle for a lot of hunting applications. It's a great self-defense rifle. It's a great survival rifle. It's a great rifle to stare at and talk about. I think that lever actions, um, iconic doesn't even describe them. You know, um, I like the Henrys. Um, I like the Rossies. Of course, I like the Winchester, but they're not cheap. And that's why when I saw that comment on the Rossi, I've been seeing Rossies out there for a pretty good price. And I'm thinking to myself, those are some rifles that are definitely on my bucket list that I would not mind having. You know, and chamberings, I could use one in a 38 cal, a 44 cal. I don't know if I would get one in a 41. I don't know. Um, Definitely would like to have one in a 45 caliber. That would be, um, uh, I would say those three. If I had I could run some 38 caliber, 44, and 45. That would I'd be pretty well rounded there. And you can send a lot of range, lead down range with a lever action. You know, it's one of those most basic firearms out there. Michael Dunn, you have a good night, buddy. You have a real good night. So Del Polk, he's got one in a 357 mag, 44 and 45. Ragnar says, I do want a 4-4 lever gun. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Del Pogue Winchester 3030. The Winchester 3030 is such an iconic round. It's just that's it. Sometimes you'll hear or you'll read, you see comments of how you like the 3030's days are numbered. The 3030 is never going to have its days numbered, ever, ever. And I'll tell you why. It's iconic to a lever action rifle, and guys just are drawn to that, And it's a bullet that can put out a lot of punishment with very manageable recoil, right? Michael Dunn, 3030 is my dream gun to get. I'll tell you, I don't remember how many 3030s I have. It's either 3 or 4. I don't remember. I'm really fond of the Marlins, and I will tell you that I will be hooking into a Marlin Ruger here one day, real soon, hopefully. In you know, I've always liked the Marlin. I feel like it's such a robust rifle. It's a strong rifle, and it handles well for me. It packs very well. Well, the Winchester packs well too. It's a very well balanced rifle. Ragnar Adventures, he says the 3030 will be around for a long time. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, nope, no customers, man. Oh, dang it. Oh, thank you, Star Liquid. Thank you very much. Well, if you want to look at the truck, we can. That's my truck right there. That's my hot rod. And this spring, I should have a new transmission and clutch, and it will be rolling. It actually is drivable right now. I'm just not. It needs a throw out bearing really bad. I've been too busy. It's just too busy. But this spring that'll be rolling, and it will be a daily driver. I'll be driving it quite a bit, and my beautiful wife will be driving it too when I'm at work. I'll come home and my low boy will be gone. She'll be driving it. Yeah, I was hunting trick or treaters. I was reconning my post. Um, So, trying to think of a topic here, guys. What's a good topic? Throw a topic out there. Kevin Hunter, 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. That's funny. That's one I'd like to have. You know, 460 you can shoot the 454 Cthulhu or the 45 Colt. And now 460 Smith & Wesson is some incredible muzzle energy. Incredible. It's a devastating bullet. With that 460 Smith & Wesson, it's like the only thing it lacks against a bear is grit for the man. I mean, if a man's got enough grit to stand in front of a grizzly bear, he can place his shot. It'll take it. I mean, this F460 is amazing. It's just a mass chunk of flying attitude. You know, it's amazing. I'd love to have one. But you know, like I will tell you, like you can really you can put some horsepower into a 45 long Colt. I have not done it for a long time, and the 45 long Colt or Colt being a .451 diameter bullet, man, I would not feel underarmed with that in the backwoods at all. You know, I think that in a 4-inch barrel, uh, that's a very very good round. Um, that's going to be one of those things where the bullet will perform better than the shooter. The shooter just has to have the guts to place a shot on a charging bear with that, you know. But the 460, I'd like to have it. I guess the reason I have never, two reasons is they're not cheap, but the recoil is just so much on them. I just know I'm not getting younger. So I know it's a gun that I wouldn't probably utilize to any degree, you know. As now being a Smith & Wesson double action, you can deal with the Smith & Wesson revolvers. You've always been able to, you know, the recoil on those is nothing like a Black Hawk or a Ruger Black Hawk, and you know the Bisleys, they're nice for recoil. I don't own any Bisleys. I love Bisleys, but I don't own any. Recoil on those is even more manageable. But Smith & Wesson or the Colt, like my Colt Anaconda, those are the king of. Man, the recoil on those is so much more manageable. So we got a customer.
chainsaw. He always has.
We must be twins, huh?
Von Lost
I love it.
Brothers.
I love it.
Von Lost Brothers.
Just one each? You get two each.
Why?
Are you being careful?
No, he killed a lot. Why would we be careful? We're Chucky.
So is there very many kids out?
No. There's
No?
not very many.
You're the one that mows the lawns. You are, huh?
Uh,
This kid could outwork most men. Give me 5. So how much money did you make this summer?
300.
You made $300.
400.
How much?
400.
You made $400. I know you did, because you were pushing your little mower every day. Keep it up. All right. Have fun. See y'all later.
Yeah.
You keep working hard, okay? Guys, that kid pushes a mower every day, knocks on doors, and asks to mow lawns every day. I feel bad because mine is always mowed. I mow it, but I didn't have to feel bad because there was so much work for him. And he's a kid. He talks to you like a man, and he is respectful. He's super smart, and you can tell he's going to be good with handling money when he gets older. He understands the value of it. He is going to be. That's the future of America right there. And so I just love that kid. He's a good kid. Here is a big group at the end of the street. He 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 doesn't appear to be a gamer at all. He's a very busybody little kid. What's funny is you'll see him out here throwing the football with another kid that's older than him. He's not your typical kid, and he doesn't have his brain immersed in all these uh, games. He seems to be just really solid. I pray for him a lot. He's just the neatest kid. Um, how I met him actually is he come up and knocked on my door, and he told me that there were some kids doing some stuff around our house that they shouldn't have been doing. He was letting me know that there were some kids in the neighborhood that came to my house and they were doing some stuff they shouldn't have, and he told me where they lived. And I mean, I couldn't believe it. And so then like a week later, I see him walking down the sidewalk pushing a lawnmower. He walks up and says, "Can I mow your lawn?" I felt so bad. Mine was all mowed and all manicured and trimmed, and but he was okay. He said, "No, that's okay." But I did tell him. I said, I will tell you this. I told him, you keep doing what you're doing. You're very impressive. And I said, for every one no you get, you're going to get three yeses. He stayed busy all summer long. $400 this summer, and actually he started mowing halfway through the summer. So I thought that was really cool. Well, I just wanted to thank everyone for dropping in. It's not like I was hoping it's going to be a lot more busier, but kids these days, they don't scare as easy when we were younger because we didn't have the amount of, look at the amount of movies today, and kids, they've been exposed to so much more than we did when we were younger. So they don't really get as scared. I forget who it was that commented on the skates. So this kid that mows lawns, he's on a scooter. Him and his sister, they are smart. They're they're just double timing it down the street past all the other kids. He's a smart kid, man. Well, I just wanted to thank everyone for dropping in. It's not like that. I was hoping this. So I will tell you guys something. Normally, the latency from the time I talk and the time you guys get it is 7 seconds. I think it's almost a minute. That's that's how many people are on the internet right now, slowing it down. Uh, I bet he will. Colt 1927. I would not doubt it at all, and I hope that that kid is around here for years. I'd like to see him grow and always be someone that could just, always encourage him and root him on. Uh, that kid could be a football player, right? You don't know. He could really go out there and do amazing in the world. A lot more busier, but so kids these days, they don't scare. Okay, guys. So I don't want to waste anyone's time. Do I don't I don't really see anyone down the block. It's 7:15. Do I keep it rolling for a bit, or do we shut it down? Um, what do you guys think? Hey, Rex Chandler. Teddy's gun shop. Shut it down. I love you. I love you, Teddy. Reg, Ragnar says, I'll be here if you keep going. What a guy. Yes. So loyal. So loyal. Teddy's gun shop is saying, I am not loyal. Shut it down. That's enough of this, Highboy. Oh, running with scissors says, keep it rolling. We didn't get a lot until after 7:30 and ran past 8. You know, we had a birthday party. I guess what was it? This weekend. Went to a place called Enrique's in Cuna, Idaho. They had trunk or treat. The trunk or treat pretty much shut the whole downtown down. I mean, there were so many people trunk or treating. That's where the kids are getting their sugar. And so really you don't have a lot of trick or treaters anymore. Trunk or treat really changed the way this is done anymore. So Del Pogue hasn't had any in 30 minutes. Who all has had trick or treaters tonight? Who all? We got 16 on. Who all has had trick or treaters, and when was the last one? Colt 1927. He would like me to just leave my bowl unattended. I know he would take the whole thing. I know. You know, I think trunk or treat's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Just so you don't get as many of the little trick or treaters anymore. Might be normal. Okay, right now it's 7:19 my time. What time is it your time? Why be normal? Holy smokes! Del Pogue had 40 to 50 of them. That's where they're all at. They're all at your house. So you're 2 hours ahead of me. Rex says, last year we did a walking trick or treat through my neighborhood with my dog, dressed up and gave out candy to the kids that we ran into. That's pretty cool. That's a good idea. Miss Highboy says, that's a good idea, Rex. It is a good idea. Ragnar, he's in Colorado. You know, Ragnar, what part of Colorado are you in?
This guy's always scaring us.
What?
Oh, hey, how are you? He's
He's
always
a
been.
joker.
I know. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're like,
What did you
I remember we came in last year and we were like, this is the guy that scares us, and I'm like, all right. That was great because you're like totally still, and I'm like, is that like just like a one of those like, you know, that's pretty awesome.
Well, that's what made me do this year.
Oh, you got the chainsaw and
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Hey, you want some candy? We were just like totally like we're like, have you guys gonna get a lot of trick or treaters?
No,
It's not like what it used to be. I remember it used to be like we'd get like 100 trick or treaters. Now we get like 20, maybe.
Yeah, right. I think you guys are on 4th or 5th.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And
Chucky, this is like.
and you're live.
Oh yeah.
I'm live streaming.
Oh, you're live streaming?
Yeah, from my
Gotcha.
my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's right. You have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Go Google 76 Highboy.
That's true. Yeah, I think I have been to your. I have been to your.
Yeah. All my gun guys right now, they're watching right there.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, you got the camera right here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What we want to do is just, the girls scare so easy, but
Oh my gosh.
the teenagers.
We're sitting there going. That was actually good. You were saying so still, and I'm like, maybe it's just like one of those like people because we were gonna go up to the front because I remember you scared us last year. Didn't scare him, scared the crap out of me. So thanks so much.
Have a good night, man. It's good to see you.
Chucky. We had one of the girls, guys at work, and his daughter dressed up like Chucky. And
Yeah.
she was like, it was probably 3 or 4 years ago, and she's spot on. I was like, oh.
Right on.
All right.
Hey,
See you
have
later.
a good day. Good night. Have a good night. Hey, is there any more coming?
I don't see any right now.
Okay.
We're gonna go see Iron Man. Kurt, the guy that has the Tesla.
All right. I forgot to honk the horn. The horn doesn't scare people really. So last year, this guy, I remember him. He came to the door, and when we opened it, I had my Chucky mask and my 2 Chucky dolls standing there. I mean, I just opened it, and it's like a Chucky family, and I mean, it startled these 2. I remember them, and they jumped back. That's what got me wanting to do this year was, that was kind of fun last year, scaring people, and so I thought, well, man, let's get out here and do it, right? He's a great neighbor. We got all great neighbors. All my neighbors are gun people too. We're all gun people, and so that's good. And we're all just that way. I want to scare some teenage girls. About 14. Just scare the heck out of them. I used to scare my daughter all the time. I love scaring my grandkids. I gotta share this with my grandkids right now. This is awesome. like watching a scary movie. I heard them. I heard them talking. Could have been someone coming out to their car and back in.
Do you need more candy?
Huh?
Do you need more candy in bed?
I've got quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, who all's on? Colt 1927, Beautiful Miss Highboy, Ragnar Adventures, Wivey Normal, Running with Scissors, Del Pogue, Rex Chandler. You guys are great. You guys are just great. Well, I'll give it another 10 or 15 minutes, and if I don't get anyone, I'll call it a night. And uh, one more Halloween behind us. I bet there's Bobby Barlow in the background. What do you want to bet? Kind of nice just sitting out here. It is a nice community. Um, so one of the things when you mentioned community, that was one of the things that made me start my channel was, well, no. It's not what made me start it, but it's really what made me really want to keep growing it, and that's what prompted me to start the forum was that the community is kind of like for me personally, I'm just always blown away that people will take the time to stop in on a live stream or watch a video. But even more than that, it blows me away that just people are so nice. It's like I'm a person in the world and I'm turning my computer on, but someone that I've never met would be that nice to me. But there's something I always knew growing up is that you always had gun guys. You always had gun guys. But reloaders were different. They were really nice guys. Um, reloaders reloaders, believe it or not, were recluses. They went to that place where they could just be alone and be productive with their time and go shoot. My dad knew a lot of reloaders, and we knew a lot of gun shops. And when I was growing up, those men would always, uh, do this to me, and they'd say, "When you get older, if you ever want to learn to reload, you come see me." All my dad's friends said that. So when I learned to drive, guess what happened? I would start going over to these guys' house, and I mean, I'm like 16 years old, and I'm going to these guys' house, and they're showing me how to reload, and they're showing me how to tear guns apart and put them together. And I already knew all that. My dad raised me around that, and so reloaders were like always the best people in the world. And when I started live streaming, that shined through. It was like, yeah, all these guys that come on, sometimes we get a guy that's a real jerk. And lately, I think I've got a guy or two that they have different YouTube accounts and different Facebook accounts, but I've had some lately slamming companies, particular particular Dylan, that really upsets me. I don't really get too upset, but what does piss me off is when guys just start picking on companies. It's like, come on. If you got a problem with the company, call them. They'll help you. But these guys, they get an axe to grind. So every once in a while, you get guys like that. But for the most part, reloaders have always been like the best people in the world, right? And it's it's proven true with my channel, and it's proven true with the forum. And you know, there's a certain salt in the earth. You could either be a part of that salt or you don't have to be. Reloaders tend to be. They are. You know, uh, Rick Chandler, our cult says we're a widespread community. Um, Reloaders in the day were, well, you had gun shops, but you didn't really have a lot of reloading. Uh, you didn't choices. It was, of course, back then we thought we had it good. Wow, there's a rock chucker. Oh, it's in the box. Wow, there's a 505 scale. Um, you didn't really have the shops with all the million things in them. You know, and reloaders, they were such a small percentage of the overall picture. Matter of fact, people didn't even know what reloaders were. They didn't even know what hand loaders were. You know, if you have someone do you reload, they go, I don't know. As a matter of fact, I remember it wasn't uncommon for people to call Ruger Rugger, Rugger, Rugger. They'd say, well, what's Rugger? And it wasn't until the internet that people quit calling Ruger Rugger. And you'd hear Hornady pronounced Hornaday. That's not how Hornady pronounced his name. Joyce Hornady? Joyce Hornady never pronounced his name that way. I was a huge Joyce Hornady fan. Joyce Hornady died. I was 16 shoveling snow, I believe. I believe I was 16, and I was shoveling snow, and my father came out to the driveway to tell me that Joyce Hornady died, and I cried. Um, at a young age, um, I started reloading when I was 14, but really, I began earlier than that. But as when 14 came about, that's really when I began doing it, and
I got my driver's license, and my dad was an upholsterer, and so my dad would have me deliver couches and chairs, and my brother would go with me. Well, sometimes my dad would say, you know, I need you to deliver a chair, and so I would go by myself, and I would stop off at some of these guys that had the shops, and there was one guy, and he really liked Hornady, and he really got me big on Hornady, you know. And my dad hated Hornady. Oh, my dad hated Hornady. Well, so my dad and me, I liked Ruger. My dad loved Smith. My dad and me didn't get along. We just didn't. And the truth be known, I kind of learned to reload through his friends more than him. But when I was 16, or maybe 17, I suppose, I was shoveling snow on a January morning, and my dad came out and he told me that Joyce Hornady had died, and I cried. I cried, and my dad was a kind of man that didn't cry, but he just stood there and kind of put one arm on me, and he's just like he didn't know what to say. And to me, that was like a big icon in the world had died. You know, that was like a cornerstone for me. You know, I mean, I remember that, right? That really hit me. And I remember on the next time I got to go on delivery, I went to this guy's house and talked to him, and he was very sad that Joyce Hornady had died, and he was the one that told my dad. And so I remember that, and of course I was a huge Burn and Spear fan. Um, so I was, I don't know why I'm telling you this, I'm just telling you this, but um, the reloading community was just always just a bunch of old guys, and I know what it was. There wasn't a lot of them, you know, but but after the war, World War II. Oh, hey, you want some candy? I didn't even have my mask on. Here you go. How are you? Good. You can take more. Just don't tell my wife. You can take more. You told me only two apiece, but you can afford. You have a good night. So, are there any more kids coming down the street?
I didn't see it.
Okay. Have a good night. Bye bye. See ya. I wouldn't have wanted to scare her. She was too nice. She was a nice girl. So anyway, after the war, um, you couldn't get bullets, you couldn't get powder, and it was just the desire for people like, uh, you know, Vernon Spear and Joyce Hornady, their desire to make bullets, their desire. Why? For the few reloaders, right? That's how it all started, man. And well, it's not where it started, but for me, that's where the rocket took off, you know. And so, um, growing up, there wasn't a lot of reloaders, and I remember there'd be times I'd go out to the desert shooting, you know, by myself, and see some guy over there shooting, and walk over and ask him if he was a reloader, and they go, no, no, not a reloader, not a reloader. And I'd always say, well, if you don't mind, could I have your brass? And I was like, I would always go shooting, and people next to me weren't reloaders, and I would get their brass. Um, I would say the catalyst to the explosion of reloaders has been the internet, primarily YouTube. Um, I've never seen more reloaders in my life now. And reloaders are very, very common. But it's of all the shooters, we're still a very small percentage, you know. But we're a community. We're a great community. Thank you, IB Normal. I really do appreciate that. That's very humbling. I think that. Now, like Cult 1927, talking about a widespread community. Um, so I used to be into CB radios and a little bit of. I hung around people that were into ham radio. You would not believe how many people widespread reload ammunition all over the world. And there are components that are shuttled and driven for thousands of miles in vehicles to get to a destination, to a person that reloads for survival and or recreational shooting. And they're very good. They're very good reloaders. And we're talking all over the world. It would amaze you how many reloaders there are. And reloaders have a drive for self-sustainability. Reloaders do. If they don't have it when they start, they will either acquire it as they go or they'll quit reloading. Reloaders tend to be preppers. Hey, you want some more candy? Well, get over here. This is the kid that mows the lawns, okay? Hey, but you got to do me a favor. Now, my wife, she said only 2 pieces of candy per kid. So you can't let her know now that I'm giving you extra candy. Okay?
Okay.
So here. Just reach in there. Grab a handful. How many lawns are you going to mow next year? You got a certain amount?
Maybe 40?
40? Is that going to be a month? Or all summer?
I mean, all summer, probably like 50.
50?
It's 50 times like 20.
Yeah. It adds up. You do know that you're live, right? You're on the internet.
What?
Yeah.
Hi!
And I'm telling all my guys, see my TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. And I'm telling all my viewers how awesome you are because you mow.
I'll subscribe.
76 Highboy reloading. Okay, you guys be safe going home, okay?
Reach down there.
What's Just right down there?
Yeah, it's in the corner.
I didn't know that. All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're on YouTube.
Okay. Have
Can't
a,
see my real face.
okay, so you have a good night, and we'll be seeing you, okay?
I always dreamed of being a YouTuber.
Well, if anyone will do it, it will be you.
Alright.
But wait till you're 18. That way you're smart.
Yeah.
That way you stay away from the weird people.
So what's 9 times 112? 108. What's I don't know 10 times a 10 to we don't know powers. We're in the first grade.
972. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. But don't tell my wife. Those are the best kids. I love them. Oh, we got some kids. I should have had my Chucky mask on. Dang it. Dang it. Are there any more coming?
No.
No, just them. Ooh, look at that Chucky, man.
Hey, what are you doing? I didn't realize I was here.
Yeah. How are you?
Oh, it's so good to see you.
What is this?
It's okay.
I thought the Kit Kat.
Okay, and he still needs some, right?
Kevin, did you get one or were you sneaky?
Get two.
I got one.
Don't tell my wife though. Because she doesn't want me to get it all away.
Are these the people who helped us find Kevin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Remember
Yeah.
the big truck?
Chucky.
Yeah.
You said it was the other person.
No, I said this house.
We were the
truck.
ones. Yeah.
And then they brought you guys the pizza.
Give me five. Give me five.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh
Thank
man,
you
you
very
guys are
much.
so good. Yeah, we love you. You guys are great
Aw.
neighbors.
You guys are good people.
Mom, let's
Yeah, we
go.
I
don't
told
stop
you,
by
you
enough and say
You need
hi.
anything, let me know, man.
I appreciate that.
You know, refresh on the house, pressure wash, anything. Let me know.
Likewise, you let me know.
All right, buddy.
Okay, my friend.
Happy
Have a
Halloween.
good
God bless you.
night.
Hey, keep him out of trouble.
Oh, shit.
I gotta keep her in trouble.
You keep her out of trouble. So, the story goes, my wife and me, we were driving out of the subdivision, and that lady was on the sidewalk crying on her phone, and so we stopped to help her, and her little boy, first day of school, got on the wrong bus, and they didn't know where he was. And so we stayed there with her, and she called her husband. We weren't going to leave her, and she didn't have a car. Finally, we took her and her daughter to go to the school. We went to the school, and then they got the report that they found her boy. So that's the story, and they're just the greatest neighbors. They're the nicest, humble people in the world, and we got great neighbors, as you see. You know, we love them. We have yard sales, and they knew us from our yard sale. It's a small world, you know, and I don't know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Well, guys, I guess this bowl is almost out of candy. It's only got 2 pieces left: a Kit Kat and a Snickers. Miss Highboy, she gets a Kit Kat, and I get the Snickers. And right now, she's like, "Why you?" So, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night. We have 12 on, and maybe one night I'll do a live stream and talk about the. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I'm talking about mostly ramblings. Just the community and the awesomeness of the reloaders. You know, that's what we were talking about. And maybe one night I'll do a live stream and I'll reminisce about um, what reloading was like in the day. A little bit of my history. So, all right, guys, why don't we do this? Why don't we? Uh, yeah, I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a live stream kind of talking about what reloading was like for me, how I ventured into it, especially when I was like around, say, once I got out of the house on my own little bit, and then up to today, you know, kind of that, what it was like, you know.
Hello.
Well, hi there.
Hi.
How many?
Treat.
How many?
This one, we're the parents from the old.
Oh, good, because I got 2 pieces of candy just for you. The last 2.
Thank you.
Nice.
Happy Halloween.
Same to
Kit Kats
you.
and Snickers are my favorite.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Hey, have a good night.
You too. Happy Halloween.
Same to you, buddy. Thank you, sir. Well, thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. I like him.
He's a good kid.
I can tell.
See you later.
See you, buddy. You take care. All right. So go ahead and I want everyone just we got 12 on. Say whatever you want and I'll call you off. We better go quick before we get more trick-or-treaters because I don't have any candy out here. Okay, Ragnar Ventures is out. Hey, Samuel Risby, a new guy. Have a great night. God bless you all. Samuel, it's good to have you. Hope you come back, buddy. Rex Chandler's out. Del Poga's out. Candy corn. Ooh, I love candy corn. Okay, that pretty much looks like we got it all. Oh, why be normal? Hey, God bless you too, buddy. It's so good. You know, I will say a lot of people they look down on you if you get involved on a Halloween like this, but you know, it's a great time to encourage kids. And I saw some really nice, polite kids tonight, and it gives me hope. And you know, they kind of get to know their neighbor, and maybe I can be someone that can encourage some of these kids as they grow up too. So, hey, Colt 1927, brother, love you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to hit the end live stream button. God bless you guys. We'll be seeing you soon.